I criticized Bawumia, the next week I was called to interview him. I do not care, and I'll say my peace of mind. You not go sit anywhere and talk like we know they do anything. When Akufo-Addo was in power, do you know how we hold in neck? But there is a new political party in power, a new sheriff in town. I will not be boxed into submission. I always thank God that YouTube, it does not belong to a Ghanaian. Because by now we'll be unemployed. People were in opposition screaming neutrality. They have been appointed into position of power. Is that what neutrality is about? You have people believing that everyone out there can be like an entrepreneur. That grass to grace story, not be everybody go get them. I've done masonry before. I've sold plantain before. Bro, what I've seen before, no, this is prelims. You don't build a YouTube channel from Ghana and get 200 million views. You don't get it from anywhere. I work with national service people, production people who depend on me. I cannot wake up and give excuses. I have to cook. They don't want to give me the
credit.
That is fine. I don't want it. I have enough credit on my phone. If you want to cry, cry. What do you mean by Bermons? Not zip parfum you ask Bermons. MrBeast go fee just comfortably dash some $100,000. Yeah. What the mommy and me YouTube. People have threatened to pour acid on me. People have threatened to beat me. They want to destroy what you have built just because you have a different idea.
I'd also heard MrBeast say he doesn't have a mental health.
No, I don't have it. It's destroyed. I don't sleep. Bro, I don't even have a life apart from what I do. You might just say, I don't know.
Welcome to Talk No The Cook Rice podcast. My name is Derick Elom Ashelevi. A conversation where I sit down with young Ghanaians who are changing the narrative. Those who are cooking and not talking. And if there are levels of chefs in this country, then this guy is a master chef. He's managed to cook one of the best food that people would queue for daily. I work in a media organization. I'm a director with Joy News. But shockingly, most times when our studio is not live, we tune in and we listen to his point of view. The same news that we are even given. We want his point of view on it. I'm talking about the guy who has moved his channel from an individual one and now running the biggest social media platform, news platform in Ghana. This guy is very popular and I count myself super blessed to sit by him today. And as you know, once the guest is here and the guest is very willing and open to have a very good conversation, I promise you get to have a very rewarding one because this guy is very intelligent and very smart. I'll tell you about my guest right after this break. But before that, subscribe to this content wherever you're consuming it. To our Joy News viewers, we're grateful that you make the time. We're back right after this break. As you know, here we don't talk, we cook. Kwadwo Sheldon. Is it Kwadwo or Kwadwo Sheldon?
Kwadwo, the Akan, the Ashanti Kwa one, yeah.
Kwadwo Sheldon.
Yeah, KWADW.
Solid. Charlie, welcome to Talk No The Cook Rice podcast.
Thank you for having me on your platform. Appreciate it.
I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed to have you on here. I mean, if you run back Reagan's conversation, Reagan was here. A lot of your friends have been here, Quabbles.
Oh,
and
cool.
Yeah, they've all been here. And when Reagan, at the latter part, I swapped. Since Reagan is always asking questions, I asked him to ask me the questions.
Okay.
And he asked me, who would I really love to be on my show? And I told him that. In fact, the question, who's the biggest guest you are eyeing to be on your podcast? I said, effortlessly, Sheldon and Charlie. A few months
You have the biggest head here.
Yeah.
I don't know about biggest, but I have a big head. So
of course, but now
if it counts as like, yeah.
No, it counts. I mean, I'm super.
As for the big one, I don't know. You would have like bigger personalities on than Kwadwo Sheldon, but I have a big head, and that sets me apart.
It sets you apart, but why are you trying to play the humble card?
Oh, I'm not humble. That one, Man. I'm just telling you that. I mean, you go through cook plus a lot of.
Wow. Yeah. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah. Charlie, I'm so excited. Anytime I get to sit by solid people, young people who are changing the narrative, the first question that I often ask is that, what do I need to know about the guy who sits by me so I can fully grasp, who you've become today? What do I need to know?
You see, most of the information about me, they are on the internet. So wherever you want to know, I'm like an open book.
Wow.
Everything that you need to know about me is available on the internet. But my real name is Bernard, right? Bernard Amoafo. I come from a small town in the eastern region Kwel Pipiase. And that is how the whole thing started for me. I was born and raised there. And, I came to Accra, I came to Ho, and, I went to school over there. After that, I started my new media journey. So I don't have any mysterious background, or I don't come from that kind of family, and I come from like a humble background, as they say. But yes, I just charted my own path, and I decided to cook on that particular path that I have charted or created. So yeah, any other information that anyone want to know about me is available on Google. When you Google it, you will find it. Yeah.
Great. I like your story, especially because it's not the flamboyant one where it was a linear path where every young person is like, okay, I want to be a doctor. So when I go to senior high school, I read science. And when I go to Legon or KNU, I read medicine,
Yeah.
And I mean, you went to a government school.
Yeah, my whole life.
Your whole life?
I mean, senior high school, I was fortunate enough to attend Sunrise Christian High School, which was a private school. Yeah. So yeah. But my formative years, you understand, when I was a kid coming up, primary, junior, high school, it was government school in Pepiase. Wow. It's a very small town. So yeah.
I mean, I'm tempted to, because I've gathered, I mean, I've listened to you for so many years now. I am tempted to not even get you to say the things, but I mean, I pray I do better with this.
Cool.
One of the things I know is that, I mean, there was a point in time in your life where your parents, you got very humble, living in an uncompleted building. Mother, sibling, and I just want us, I want people to know that side, because everybody just sees flamboyant.
A lot of people don't know that story because I don't share that part of me. You see, I like talking about people, but I don't like people talking about me. It's not like I'll fight you for talking about me, but I gatekeep information about me because I know the space that I operate. So there are some part of me that I don't like sharing it with people. A lot of people don't know like what I've been through as like, a person, as Kwadwo Sheldon or as Bernard Kwadwo Amoafo. Yeah. But then the uncompleted building stuff, it's actually true because when I completed junior high school, I came to Accra to come and live with my old girl, right?
Yeah.
Then my old girl was trying to figure out a lot of stuff. So it was an uncompleted building that we used to stay inside in Taifa, you understand? It just, uncompleted building, right? Yeah, them vibes. So
in fact, just so that we also grew up in an uncompleted
good. So
building.
myself, my kid brother, my mom, and our stepdad, we used to live in the it's like one room and we're all in the room. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But I don't like throwing light on some of these things because no matter where I came from, where I come from, I would find a way. So I tell people about how I figured out the path that I have charted for myself, not my background. My background is not defining me. What I've seen in life, where I have slept, what I have been through, if I share it to you, you are just going to cry. And I don't want you to cry. I want my story to inspire you. And so that is, I share the part of my story that inspires people. Where I slept in the past doesn't matter. Right now, we're good.
I like that. We're good.
We're good. And we will always be good because God has, thrown light on us. God, help us create a path, and God has blessed what we are doing. So we're good. Old girl is good. My brother is good. We don't live in uncompleted.
Charlie, that'd be good.
Yeah. But it was just one of those, times in my life.
Yeah, great. Of course, not to ambush you. I only brought it up because
no problem. Feel free. I've said it on a platform before, and that was the first time. Yeah. But I didn't throw much light on it. But yeah, I've been there before.
Great. Bringing it up because when I was also growing up, my mom, my kid, my two siblings, and we're all in one room. And in fact, the toilet was also outside. So maybe if we were sleeping at night and our kid sister wants to go to the...
you had a toilet. I didn't have one.
It was outside of the building.
We didn't have anything. Like, you see, it was in like a settings where, if you go stand anybody in your house, say you want to come and like ease yourself or something. So the back of the house, we would dig holes and shit. Like, bro, it was crazy. Like, see,
no, I did bow.
Yeah. It's like it was, and there was no light, right? There was no electricity.
Wow.
There was no ceiling. So instead of buying mosquito coil and all those sprays and whatnot, we would move from one orange seller to the other, gather their peels, We will dry it, we will burn it in the house so that it will, drive the mosquitoes away. But the thing is, because the place is not, the ceiling is not there, the mosquitoes will come back. And it was such a horrible experience because it's like, bro, when it get to like 6, 7 days, you start to vex because you are going to box mosquitoes. It was crazy. But then I had to go through some of these things to, to like toughen me up, you understand? Build me up for what God, intended for me to do. That is why a lot of things don't get to me, because what I've seen in life and what I saw in life was my formative years. You see, when some people, they give birth to them and in their formative years, they get to enjoy. I was born into the hardship and I had to like work my life. Like when I was staying with my grandma, my grandma was a farmer. Of course, she doesn't have money and she's not a rich person. So she would go to the farm. I would have to, if I want something for myself, I can't go and stand in front of my grandmother, oh, give me this, give me that. So if I want something for myself, I have to like go out there and, engage myself in like menial labor. I've done masonry before. Like you see the one that in the village, they go to the bush to cut firewood and they come and sell it to the chop bar operators. I've done it before. I've sold plantain before. I've done everything. As a kid, at that age, I think 12, 13 or something like that, I was hustling. I was weeding for people to get money. Wow. I was washing cooking utensils for people because I was staying with my grandmother and she was incapacitated to like take care of me as in take care of me. But she was doing her best. But there are things that I wanted for myself that I couldn't go to her and say like, give me this. So what would I do? I go and hustle. So in my formative year, I was hustling. That is why when people see like my work ethic, they go like, how do you wake up and shoot so and so number of videos and put out there? Bro, what I've seen before, no, this is prelims. Wow. This is also easy. You understand? As compared to going to the bush to cut firewood. So I dedicate my life, everything to making sure that I don't go back to that life again. So that's why you see me, when my eyes are red, I'm still creating, I'm still looking out for what we can put in the newsfeed for people to consume and get a return on investment. It's not like I have the luxury of life anyway. I have a family that is going to bequeath to me like a property or money. Whatever we've built it from our pocket. And that is my story.
Nah, I just like this. Nana, do you know you're a very good speaker?
I don't know about that.
No, you're good. Like, bro, Nana, you answer the question with a certain, more like something you've trained for.
This is something that I didn't even know how to do because of, I found myself in a space like this. And you see, you can't be timid. You can't be that kind of person that would be afraid to express yourself in the space that I operate. Otherwise, you become like one of those people. So you just basically have to be that guy who is articulated, who knows what he wants to say and how he wants to say it. So it's like something that I had to learn on the job. Because back in school, I attended Ho Technical University. All the times that they wanted to do presentation, I was in a group. I would dodge class or I would go and sit at the back because I was shy. I didn't know how to stand in front of people and communicate. But when, so come do it, you will figure things out. You would, some of these things, you will feel like, no, these are not like things that you would let it define you, or these are not things that are supposed to box you. It's just you basically putting your foot on the ground and going like, this is what I want and this is how I want to, do it, and you'll be able to do it.
Kwadwo, I'm so excited. And just so you know, this is just the beginning of the conversation, but I like that.
I feel like we've done 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's been very good. I like the openness to not gatekeep the fact that, Charlie, it gets tough. Like,
rough.
It's not gonna be handed over to you. I think
it's been handed to people, and that is fine. If you come from a rich family, make nobody make you feel like, oh, you come from a rich background, so this and this. And nah, it's not my fault my mom is rich. It's not my fault my dad is rich. If you are born into it and you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth, take it, hold it, own it, and utilize it. Because where I come from, they are not going to hand it over to you, you go tire pass. So there I see, why are you living in your parents' house at this age? If my mom had a house in Accra, when I was doing my service from Pram to Accra every day. If my mom had a house in Accra, I think I wouldn't be living in it, even if I'm 35. I don't care. But you see, we have people, living they start some kind of conversations on social, like, oh, you can't live in your mother's house. Bro, if your mother or your father has a house in Accra and you are 35 and you have not figured life out, and that is how you are going to, or where you are going to start from, cook from there. You know rent in Accra.
What they know.
They there make somebody lie to you, say you are too old to live in your father's house. How old was Jesus Christ?
Man, nah.
Now, I've seen people chat like social media, reality, they are just lying to these people. Like, you have people believing that everyone out there can be like an entrepreneur. Like, yes, you can't be doing 9 to 5. There are people that are built to do 9 to 5. They will be successful in that. There's nothing wrong with it. If your own is 9 to 5, do it with all your might, your strength, everything. And not be everybody go feel be what? Being your own boss hard pass. So that kind of conversation that people throw out there because they are sitting in a position of privilege, like you started something, it's working for you, so you are trying to demoralize someone who is on the path of 9 to 5. Charlie, come and join me, do this. Bro, that is some bullshit talk, bro. If 9 to 5 is what you want to do and be successful, I know a lot of people that have entered the 9 to 5 path and they are thriving, you understand?
Wow.
Good.
Kojo, I'll tell you something, a story. I mean, there was one lady who came on the pod and she's from a very good-to-do family.
Yeah.
And she's, okay, maybe when I say what she does, it will give her...
Yeah, you don't have
She's doing something amazing, changing lives of young people. But shockingly, because her dad is a politician...
I think I know the person. Don't worry.
Almost everything she's done has been attributed to the dad.
That's the problem, bro.
And I mean, she came on the pod, we cooked, we spoke about it, and for the first time, she was going to respond to that. So she responded to it, and it reached a point where now, I mean, after we had done the recording, we had to pull it down. In fact, we didn't even upload because she just thought that,
you would over-explain and put out some information that you actually wouldn't want to put out there. But then I understand her frustration because imagine putting in the work. Of course, if I come from a rich background, I would have the springboard to, bounce. But I'm working, I'm cooking. I know a lot of rich kids that are trying to, find their way in the system. Like, they don't want to be defined by their parents,
successes.
Success, and you understand. And these people are out there, like, changing the narrative and cooking and things. Don't make them feel bad about the fact that their dad is like, my father is a politician, so what? Now me, I beg and say, make you born me. No, they gave birth to me. I am fortunate enough to have come from this family. That is what I can do. But if I want to start a business and they give me seed capital to fund the business,
it's not your fault.
How is the problem? Oh, Charlie, listen to your instincts. Go by whatever you believe in. These people on the internet, man, these niggas.
Man, bro, I like the conversation. And I like the fact that, this are not even my, if you don't want to even go by my words, go by the words of somebody who's making a lot of results and giving you good results.
Do you, bro?
Don't sweat it. If your parents, it's not your fault that your parents...
What can you do? You will kill them. Are you going to kill your parents because they are rich and they have given you money? If I was on the, when I was on the come up, if I had like $100,000 invested in me, this studio said I would buy. Hey, sorry, I did you.
Oh, you go fee buy. If you get money, you go fee buy. No pressure.
Understand? Like, see, you need to if there is a fertile grounds for you to prosper, it's actually facilitate the process. That grass to grace story. Not be everybody go get them.
Wow.
It not be everybody go come from the mud then rise to the top. There are some people that were born with the silver spoons in their mouth. Let them thrive in life. It's not their fault. How is that a problem? But people, like, they let some of these, comments get to them and they are like, no, I'm a person who live some life and I'm not from the trenches. You were raised in the estate, bro. Own it and live your life. You fought so your father no get money. Oh, papa na mo bra.
I like that.
It's very simple. Like, bro.
Then flipping it to the other side of the coin, which is a lot of young people want to do well for themselves.
Yeah.
But shockingly, there's a certain almost like inertia or a certain cloud that sort of prevents people from going after what they want to do. So if you speak to the average young person, oh, Charlie, I won't get car, I won't get some house, biba. But that the more like the willpower, the execution, or the grit to execute is not there. You are a young person who has had to walk through very unpleasant stuff to cook. What is one of the things that you notice about young people who claim that Charlie, I for make them, but you see them go a certain pattern or a certain path and go like, are you sure you really want to make it?
It's more of like a societal something, right? We are raised in this like a system where you are not even allowed to question status quo. You are not even allowed to like challenge anything. People are timid. People keep to themselves. People are afraid to take risk. And you see, there is this more times when people are doing juxtapositioning and comparisons with the Nigerians. They go like, Nigerians are, they know what they want. If a Ghanaian and a Nigerian, they are in the market, you know. This one, they would figure out there are ways and means around it. And ours is like, Charlie, 9 to 5, what am I doing? Okay, I'm okay with that. So people don't want to move beyond some of these things, you understand? And that has always been a problem with, a lot of people out there. Like, and in addition to that, our system, a lot of impediments, you understand? Yeah. Now, the thing is, the impediments and excuses, if I want to sit here and cite, let's say, 60 excuses why I shouldn't, or anyone shouldn't venture into new media, I can get it to you people. But what would that solve? So we will identify the problem. Even if the problem is serving as an impediment in our way, we will weave around it and find ways and means to get to wherever we are coming from. As I said, I am afraid to fail because of where I come from and because of what I have experienced. Apart from that, I have people that I work with. If it was just Kwadwo Sheldon, I don't think I would care that much. But I work with about 20 plus people, national service people, production people who depend on me, who depend on what we have created to put food on their table. I cannot wake up and give excuses. I have to cook. I have to find ways and means to cook. There are some no's and yes that people say to me. Like me, I will not take a no for an answer. If you tell, okay, give me this, give me that. No, I'm not going to give it to you. Fine. We will find ways and means and we'll figure it out. We have to be solution-oriented person in the system that we do. Because if you are not on that kind of path and you are just timid, you are just afraid to take risk and you are afraid to like snap out of something, it's like, you can't be comfortable, right? I am not that person that gets comfortable real quick, bro. Because, bro, today maybe I have built a house for myself. Like, this is okay for me. No, I want more. Human needs, my needs are insatiable, bro. I want to ball, bro. I want to live that kind of life. I want my kids to come and live that kind of life. With that kind of life that I want for my family, I can't be that kind of timid person. I can't be satisfied. I have to cook and cook and cook.
Could you hold on for me right there? I mean, somebody will argue about the fact that you are in a very comfortable position. Yeah. Why don't you have the mindset of, Nana, we have arrived, but you are still in the kitchen, lighting fire, putting utensils on. Why are you not satisfied? JDA.
Yeah, as I said, it's not about me. And when you come to our platform, I have like other creators that I'm trying to, put out there for them to also, create for people or wherever. It's not about me at this point. We have created a platform for a lot of young guys to come and work. Maybe I have reached where I'm supposed to like duck and go and sit in the back end and eat. But there are people too in the organizations that I have created that want to achieve more. So what do? I need to create the fertile grounds for them to also succeed. In the course of doing that, I can't just go and sit and feel like I am okay. No. So it is a continuous thing. We need to create platforms for people. We need to keep cooking. People consume content each and every day. People are on our platform. We are discovering new people who are consuming our content. The space that we operate is evolving. A lot of new information. And unless you want to be just complacent in whatever you find yourself in. I can't be like that. I need to learn. If there is a new way to create thumbnail, I have to be in that space. If there is a new way to edit videos, I have to be. Content distribution, I have to be there. It is evolving. It is a continuous thing. If you don't learn to be relevant, if you don't learn to accustom yourself to like the situation surrounding where you operate, you become obsolete. And I don't want to be that kind of person. If you look at the conversations that I have, I always tell people that I am one of those fortunate creators that know beyond the creation of the content. I understand the rudiment. I know about thumbnails. I know about video content distribution. I know a lot. I read materials about like what I do. So it is an add-on for me. I use data to drive my content, data-driven decision. It goes beyond the content. So I find it like, something that is an add-on to what I do. So I cannot be, no, bro. You can't be because one of your videos had 1 million, you are okay. No, you can do that. You work in the media space. Every single day, you are looking for people to interview, people to like sit here and have conversations with, how to, create new angles to what the show, your podcast and everything. You don't sit and say you're okay. So that is the space I find myself. Maybe when I retire, but until then, we cook.
Oh, man, I just like your mindset. Just so you know, I am in the posture of learning from you. Because, it makes so much sense. Success is simple. Find somebody who has cooked, has the result. Be humble.
Yeah, I have the result, but I'm not successful yet, though. So
okay. You know, success is also, objective.
It's relative, though.
Okay, no pressure.
Success is relative.
But I feel that you are very...
More boys, they found food cool down.
No.
I'm just joking, but yeah, I feel like 2019, we decided to start this whole thing. So like, it's not like we've been in the business. Look at Multimedia Group. Yeah. It's a legacy company, bro. What they have done in the traditional media space, bro, it's crazy. You aspire to be like that, bro. You create to the point that when you leave the space, your legacy, bro, is there. The people that have passed through your system, people that you have trained, what you have created, like the achievement, everything. At the end of the day, when you sit back and you look at what you have been able to do based on like where you come from or where you came from, and go like, oh, okay, I have done something. To me, success is me being able to put people on. That is my superpowers. I'm not afraid to share the limelight with people. I would sacrifice my platform and give someone the voice, the platform to shine. I don't care. At the end of the day, if someone goes sit somewhere and tell me that Kwadwo Sheldon did this for me, that is better than like the monetary compensation, right? So that is like the path that I am on. And I'm looking at like cooking with a lot of people, collaboration over competition.
No, Kwadwo, I like this. And if you are watching it, it makes so much sense why he would achieve some results. Because as of now, his viewership has reached about 200 million views. The last time you guys...
That's just one platform though.
Man.
It's just one. We have 200 million on the main channel.
Wow.
You don't want to know the number of views that we have. We could be doing 1 billion views.
Wow.
Across every platform that we own. And we just in a small studio in Pantine.
Wow.
So I always tell people that if anyone makes the mistake and invest, let's say, $1 million in my company, it's going to be crazy in this country. You people will probably have to relocate.
Man,
I'll buy the Flagstaff house. I'm joking.
Do you sometimes see what MrBeast is doing, bro, and go like, nah? You
don't know. See, these are like, I see these people like MrBeast. The amount that he's investing in content. It's right now even on streaming platforms. He has on original content on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
He's become so big that like some of these streaming platforms are paying him to bring his game or his show onto their platform.
Yeah.
See, MKBHD, all these people.
Solid guy.
All these people, like you see them, the way they are moving, how they have become like voice of authority in their spaces. And I look at them and they inspire me. Now I operate my module based on the MrBeast module.
Wow.
A lot of platforms, like segmentation-wise, content-wise, we have like different kind of content. And so we give, it's not like everything is bundled up. So we give, different kinds of content for content consumers. So MrBeast is actually one of my biggest inspirations. And I aspire to be that influential in the space that I operate as MrBeast. Every day I'm on his page. How is this guy creating his thumbnails? How the hooks, the edits, everything. Bro, it's crazy. And that guy is a genius, bro.
You know, we correct guy. Like, in fact,
his brain, they operate some way.
Solid. And I'm excited you know this. And you've also said the same thing. So the first time I heard you say it, I'd also heard MrBeast say it, which is the fact that he doesn't have a mental health.
No, I don't have it. It's destroyed. It's been the years now. Oh, baby, I'm not finding mental health by this time. I'm not dismissing or I'm not being dismissive of the fact that mental health, they exist or people shouldn't take their mental health seriously. Me, I don't know what mental health day like for me. I don't know. I just wake up and I always tell my boys in the office, content over feelings. It is the content first. Even if I am so angry that there's something worrying me, when you put the camera on me, it's different. So I don't know. Maybe I am damaged beyond repairs. Who knows? Which is not healthy, right?
Yeah.
I advise people to talk to people. Take your mental health seriously because nobody, everybody go have that kind of, that kind of mindset and things.
Sure.
So please, if you do go through talk to people. But for me, they might just say, I don't know.
I don't know if it has to do with, it's almost like the bigger the creator, in the sense that per what they are doing, and I mean, pulling back from MrBeast's conversation, I was talking about the fact that the Beast games that he did that was so good, a few days later, he was being sued by contestants that he had given hotel, per diem, all the luxuries,
You see him build like, let's say, I'm coming.
Oh, sure. Charlie, feel free.
I sweat a lot on my nose. I don't know why. That's why my nose is fairer than my... I sweat a lot. You see MrBeast build like a clinic for a community and you have people in the comment section dragging him. I don't understand how the human mind operates. It's like every single day there is a problem. You see him like, fund the surgery, the surgeries for
amputees,
eyes and things. Then it's like people are not satisfied with that. I don't understand. What do you want? But maybe so because of all these things, your mom was like, man, it. I gotta cook. But because at the end of the day, I have to do what I have to do because I can't stop what I'm doing to come and reply to all these things. You overlook some of these things, you soak it in, you move on continuously. I think you get numb to some of these and like, okay, what time you would tell me I know here before we move. But there are people, I know creators that have boxed their content, they've drafted their content, they are afraid to post it because they are afraid of what people will say about them in the video. A lot of them. They can't take it, bro, because when they post a video and someone is in the comment section calling them out or insulting them or dragging a certain feature on their body, it's going to like ruin them and things. So they are just there. They are afraid to post. And so it's like an occupational hazard, right?
Wow.
But for me, whatever you go tell me, I hear them before, and to me they are moved. But once again, once you are going through some of these things, talk to people. But because people have killed themselves, people have engaged in certain social vices because of some of these things, drugs in this and your mind. Please talk to people. If you need help, talk to like professionals.
Yeah. And if you want smart guy, they like the way your brain they work. You know what to say, like sincerely.
All be training, bro.
All
PR. When we know PR, bro.
No, sorry.
When I meet you on the street, Surely
they make it.
I don't say before because me because Silicon Valley are crazy fans. I have to look.
Yeah.
Who the shamu man?
Charlie. Adibab. I'm so excited.
Joking,
of course, you're talking about new media.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning to you that I even work in a TV space.
Yeah.
And now, in fact, I even have a new segment on the morning show every Monday with Jacqueline Asmaya.
Beautiful.
And it's a social media segment. And I can promise you with no fear of doubt that every single time we're doing a production, we do it Sunday evenings for Monday mornings. The first page we go to know the story is trending is KSS.
Good.
You know, that's because I'm not going to lie. If you were not cooking, if you didn't have great value to offer, they wouldn't be trooping on your page, you know. Cool. And sometimes we even contemplate.
You people watch the adverts in the video.
We watch.
Okay.
You the cook.
You are contributing to my CPM.
I'm telling you, you're doing so well.
That's my boy.
I'm not gonna lie. And so, I mean, sometimes maybe I go feel Charlie go play your videos or you go see we.
No, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, because sometimes you play on our videos.
Yes, I've never sued anyone. I've never had a problem. When you open YouTube, you see my footprint. Thumbnail, video-wise, bro, we have inspired generations to create. They don't want to give me the
credit.
That is fine. I don't want it. I have enough credit on my phone. But listen, the fact of the matter is we have inspired people to create. We've made it cool for people to become YouTubers. People wake up and they are YouTubers, full-time job, because some of us took it personal. We took it seriously. We invested. Back in the day, if you tell someone you're going to buy equipment to come and shoot video and post it on YouTube, they will see you like some way. We made it cool. And new media is a cool thing. New media is thriving because of some of us, you understand? The Woody Myers, the McGrath, and all these people. They contributed to it, deconstructing the mindset of a lot of people because what do you mean by you have done university and you want to become a YouTuber? Right now, it is cool. A lot of people are priding themselves in being content creators, being content distributors. There are courses in the universities that people are learning. There's a something in content creation. Universities are calling some of us or inviting some of us to come and enlighten the student on new media, content creation, influencer marketing and whatnot. That is where the world is heading towards. It is evolving. We are not in those, era. We are in a new era, and the new era is new media, and new media is thriving. I would advise everyone that want to be on this path to take it seriously, because when you cook and you cook it properly, my guy, you will change your life and change people, like the lives of people around you. I have seen it before. I've been there. I've seen what new media has done for me. Nobody gave me money to invest in anything. I just decided to take what I'm doing seriously in the space that I operate, and look at what we've been able to do. Right now, it's not me. As I said, I work with about 20 people. That is permanent. With the people that, the part-timers and things, they are all there. Yeah. I've used my platform to enable a lot of careers, create careers, a lot of things that we've done in the space. Now, I'm not boasting or doing anything. I'm telling you that these are the tangibles. So let nobody sit anywhere and try to, on the hustle, make you feel recently in the vetting, on the vetting thing that they are doing, they were telling John Dumelo to be serious because he's a creative and now he's going to become the deputy minister for Agric. Quite an unfortunate statement. Yeah. But these are the mindset, this is the mindset some of them have about the creatives. The board they want to cut things. That's why I get angry. You see, this thing, this tax, content create. No, bro. It is business that people are running, bro. So don't think they sit somewhere No. We are running businesses and it is thriving. So if you don't want to see it as it is, that is fine. But we will never stop creating. We will continue to be relevant in the content space till the day that God will say, okay, Sheldon, it's okay. I'm taking this thing away from you. That's fine. But until then, the cooking.
You go cook. Solid. I like this. Of course, now you're transitioning from, you have transitioned, not like you're transitioning. You've already transitioned from being Kwadwo Sheldon to now Kwadwo Sheldon Studios, which is now an entity, a company. I work in a company, and of course a news company, and now you are almost like a news. In fact, let me be honest with you. When we mention all the TV stations and when we are mentioning about those who are changing the social media narrative, it's KSS we are mentioning. I'm in some of the rooms, and
I get invited to spaces that I feel like, hey, this one they join from them space. And you just have to navigate and find your way. But
solid, you're doing well. And so part of being a corporation comes with its own ball game. One of them is that we get sued a lot. Joy News. Cecilia Dapa were sued. Recently, there was a certain issue where there was going to be a breaking news. Yeah. The government entity had not officially announced it. Yeah. But the government entity is friends with the journalist. So he just told him that, this person will be wanted today. We release, and I think because there was the trust.
First the news.
First the news.
You people go learn the hard way.
You go learn them. You're going to learn the hard way.
You're going to learn the hard way, bro.
And we broke the story. Mm-hmm. When we broke the story, we got a phone call. It became a whole ball game. And I must be honest with you, sometimes who I beg. Because Nana, you've gone faster. And so now you are a corporation. How do you play the corporation ball game? Because it's a different,
So you see that in the new media space, the regulation be limited, right? Because it's new media, you can sit anywhere and create. Yeah. And the channel of distribution is not regulated by an authority, because here we have National Media Commission, all these people. For traditional media, you have to go by some of these things. In our space, we relegate the ethics to the background, and sometimes we just put cameras in our faces and say whatever we want to say. Mm-hmm. When you go on TikTok, you will see a lot of them out there like that. Yeah. Now, with what we do, you see, when I was on the come up, I used to be reckless. I used to be that guy who was saying a lot of nonsense. I was in people's spaces. I was saying a lot of reckless stuff, you understand? But these are things that I had to go through to arrive here to understand that when you get to when you get to a certain level, you are supposed to be politically correct. You are supposed to be placatory with your delivery. You are supposed to be circumspect. You are supposed to be measured. You are supposed to make sure that what you are putting out there is not impugning on someone's integrity or reputation. Yeah. That is what I instill in people that I work with. We have never been sued by anyone before since KSS. Yeah, we've never been sued.
That's a good job.
No. But we've had retraction statement. Lawyers sending us letters. And they who are beg. You understand?
Yeah.
I do not have the resources to fight some of these
battles,
companies and corporations. So I try as much as possible to be circumspect, to be politically correct. Listen, there are a lot of things that you can't say on it. Bro, it's been a lot of work for us, especially when you are trying to bring the new ones on board. Normally green. You're supposed to guide them so that, because when they come, they are not coming for them, they are coming for me.
Yeah.
So we be there. I will be lying to you if I tell you I've been sued before. I've not been sued before, but we've retracted statement. We have apologized before. It doesn't hurt to apologize. Yeah. If you feel like, if there are some times that you feel like, nah, this I'm idiot, or this story that I put out, Charlie, before retract, then before apologize, we do it. Yes, so that is just that. But most of the times, also, one thing that has worked for us, we try to lace our content with entertainment. We don't do technicalities. If the news is this, it has been reported by Joy News. It is a trusted source. Now, it is not we are not investigative journalists. We are creators. We pick the news item and we make it entertaining to consume. So most of our content, when you look at it, like recently, these guys, the Kwadwo Forest Bongo idea issue.
Yeah.
Bro, we didn't have time to come and break down whatever is happening. He's been sued. Does he have the money or not? Let us create entertainment out of that. We are done. You can't sue me for being an entertainer.
True. You know that comedians have comic license.
Good.
Where they can, I think that's a great strategy.
There are gray areas, bro. You study the game. Listen, I hate to be technical. Where I have to be technical, I call in like technical people. Yeah. Like the red thing.
I saw the doctor.
I reported on it. Okay, this is the entertainment side of things. Unim red. But what about giving people some value props when it comes to this? And I invited a pharmaceutical doctor to come and sit and explain to people what the whole thing is about. So I give you entertainment, I give you information. That's edutainment. I work better in the entertainment sector, but when it comes to, let's say, economy issue, I can call an economist to explain, a lawyer to explain. Then I just remove myself from the conversation. Wow. Yeah.
No, I think that's a very smart. I didn't even think the humor part was one of the ways.
It's humor. People come to our platform because of humor. We are not Joy. We are not BBC. We cannot be BBC. We don't aspire to BBC. We aspire to be BuzzFeed, Complex, all these people. That is like, these are people that we aspire to be. We can't be Joy News. No. Like, you see, Joy, they would sit down on me. They would go meet me. Yes, I need time, bro.
No, I actually brought this whole retraction. There was an episode I shot. Yeah, it was an exclusive episode, and it was a very clean episode. The guests who came on didn't say anything diabolical. They just had a few reservations, and it came out. And it's a third part, so the podcast is in partnership with Joy News. Yeah. So in as much as my content,
they will still count for them.
It sits on the channel.
Yes, yeah.
And the third party was like, no, they don't want it. So it had to now be either I pull down my content or it's affecting the relationship they have with it. And it was it was my first time. I'm like, no, bro,
that's how the space operates. Sometimes that we shoot videos and they take it down, do this. Listen, there are some videos that I'll stand on business. You can't do anything. Like recently, I sent one of my guys to go to UPSA to go the campus vibes. Yeah. He interviewed a couple of students, and the video went viral, millions of views. And one guy from the US called me, threatening to sue me because I think he's saying wife or somebody day inside, and the answer that she gave was wrong. And so if I don't take the video down, he's going to sue me. I ended the call. That was that. I don't do anything. The video is still on the platform. I'm waiting for the listing. You cannot. No, listen. There are some parameters that you don't go if you just wake up. It's not like we drag your wife or whoever she is to you to talk on air. We asked, can we interview you on our platform? You said yes. We asked you a question. You got it wrong. It's for just the fun aspect of it. You can't come and threaten me that you're going to sue me. I should take 5 minutes long video because your wife answered something incorrectly. How about you invest in your wife's education? Or how about your wife will see us on campus and say, okay, go, I will not do the interview. It's very simple. With some of these things, I'll stand on business. But there are some stories that you see, Charlie. And me, stride, pest stress. So I'll back and forth. No. I'll take it down and move on. I'll find ways and means to create. Because with or without that video, we'll still create. We have like original content, show of the day, face off, the breakdown. We have a lot of content on our platform. So it's not like, we video and everyone are come over deal. Now we are creators, so we can create. I
like that. Of course, now, as I mentioned, now you're running a corporation. And I like that bit because it makes it separate from Kwadwo as an individual.
Yeah. We have
as to the business, you know. And one of the things is that what's the structure? Of course, I've heard you in some conversations mention that there are no laid down structures especially with how the regular corporate spaces where there's a lot of bureaucracy, this must sign. You seem to run a lot more freer. Why?
Because when I was signed to OMG, that was the environment that I was trained. The whole Kwadwo Sheldon studio thing was born out of the OMG system that I passed through that system.
Yeah.
When I was signed to OMG, that was the time my boss, Jesse, he'd come back from Silicon Valley and he was doing cool stuff, right? OMG, we used to be like that kind of platform. And it was, my boss would be sitting here, I'll be sitting here. We're just doing our thing. But when it comes to deliverables, you go deliver them real quick. You understand? So I guess I learned it from them and I replicated it when I started mine. I am not that kind of person that would boss you up. I don't like that. When you come to the office, we eat together. Sometimes you come and see the meeting, like national service people are doing back and forth. You say, Charlie. But the results, they need me past the accolades. You understand? How many videos have we shot today? How are we designing the thumbnails? Are the sports people producing? What are the content angles? We judge and we do a lot of things. Of course, there are people. I think we have people in the top position that are overseeing stuff because you need to run it the legit way. You can, But when it comes to the level of the content creation where I am in charge, like the creative lead, I know they're free range. But when it comes to the deliverables, you deliver. Because if I need you to deliver, let's say, 6 pieces of content about a certain topic, I need you to write. We have writers too for KSS News Global and things. You will deliver. If I need you to write 10 pieces of stories every day, you will deliver. You have to deliver and you report to me.
How would you deliver when your boss is too free with you? A lot of people believe in that. Leniency. Also, don't take my leniency as my weakness. How do that, you know?
See, when it comes to my work, I'm not a joke. I don't sleep. I have taken this, bro, I don't even have a life apart from what I do. Wow. And you think I'll let you come in and come and feel like, no, you will deliver. And the deliverables are there for you to deliver, not me. So you will deliver. I am free with you, but when it comes to, there are some times that, Charlie, me and people, bro, I know they do this thing. Deliver or you are out. And you will deliver. It's as simple as that. You understand? But me then you go chat, me then you go eat, me then you go have conversation, me then you go banter. I will allow you to say to me whatever you want to say to me. There are sometimes people feel like, did you employ Scanty or this Scanty? I do not have a problem with all these things. Call me whatever you want to call me. But when it is time for you to deliver this, now the band bua. Okay.
Have you had to sack somebody?
Oh, yeah, a couple of times because, they were not, in tune with what we were cooking. So you get rid of people. I have a problem with, that is one of the reasons why I hired a part-time HR, because if you say make I go fire somebody, I go cry to the person. So I had to hire somebody to do those things so that I can be in the back end and be. I don't like delivering bad news to people. No, I don't know that. I go reach there, then I come. So I let people go be through more thing. So let them do that. No, I know if you do them. I know if you do them. So but I let people who are, trained professionals to do that one. But me, my content side, yeah.
Wow.
So if you do something where I just go refer you to them and pay me once them, yeah.
No, I like that.
It also saves you a lot of bullshit because because I am emotionally unavailable in a lot of things, maybe I go project or I go say something where I will not say to you.
Yeah.
So I mean, before me to make it count quite yourself. So I'll just keep quiet and let it, bro. Because you are dealing with people. There are some people that come to me, no, my frowning on my knee. I don't go fit, so I'll go let the professionals handle those things.
Wow. Guys, circling back to the conversation that you so enjoy. This is Talk No the Cook Rice podcast. And I'm seated today with the best to ever do it. As I mentioned.
That's true though.
Yeah, the best to ever do it.
People always try to, if I tell you I'm good at something, I'm good. And I don't, you see, it's not like I'm saying that I am good because my mouth, I just want chat. I have
the results are there.
So I will take you, bro. People misconstrue that to be like arrogance and things. I like it. It is better to see me in that light than to be a timid person. And when I tell you I'm good at something, because I want to be good at it, I'll go and figure it out. It is to motivate me. You understand? Because I've never had anyone in the back end just here. I have to motivate myself. How do I do it? I tell myself that I am good at this, I'm good at that, I'm good at these things. And so when I wake up, how can I be? Yesterday, I tweeted that I have like the best thumbnail game in the game.
Yeah.
If you think, say, if you go band for band, make a project, you not go fit. Yeah. Because, listen, the thumbnail department alone,
wow.
I have 2 soldiers cooking thumbnails for me.
Now, Kwadwo, you're doing well. Serious.
If I tell you I'm good at thumbnail, then you
are good. No.
Yeah, there's somebody who come like, oh, no. Yes, I'm bragging, but it's true.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it would have been the flip side if the results were not showing. That would have.
If it wasn't showing me, I will not come and because there are things that I can't do it, and I will not come and tell you that I am a good political commentator. I am not. I am a good no. When it comes to the content game, I feel like what I've been able to do, the numbers, the achievement, all we've been able to do. You don't start a YouTube channel from Ghana and get 200 million views from just one channel. You don't get it from anywhere. So understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
If that makes you uncomfortable, that is fine. That is okay. There's no fight. We are not going to fight, but I'm the GOAT.
You are the GOAT. Now, GOAT don't fight you. You fight a Indiana.
It was for you killing good.
Yeah, Charlie.
That guy for the serious.
Man, I think back on I think this may be our corporate conversation concerning KSS, is the fact that, as I mentioned, separating the Sheldon brand from the studio brand, the media company brand. You are, I mean, everybody knows, you've made everybody aware that you're a big fan of the MPP.
Yeah.
You support them. Now, some people, it's not like some people in the media space, there are some media, now I'm talking to you like a media house, not like you are a media house.
Yeah.
People know that
new
media.
Qualified.
Solid. New media.
They make you carry me Friday.
You be part of the new media house as we get now.
You know, they have an association though.
Oh, really?
New Media Association.
Oh, wow.
The president is Eugene Nkansa and Konkonsa.
Oh, okay.
You do people for make you interview.
I for bring out, make you cook rice.
Make you explain what the new media thing is about. Yeah, but there is an organization.
Cool. Sharp. TV3, everybody knows that is NDC affiliated. GH1, NDC affiliated. One to Me TV, NPP affiliated.
You sure that TV3 thing you talk?
Oh, and I can prove, not prove, but I can give extra details as to why everybody projects. You know, recently, NPP wrote... So
you are reporting on what people say?
Based on what has been in the news.
Okay,
you know,
I'm trying to save you from the...
I get it. Great. Recently, about how NPP felt that their paneling was quite,
true.
And so they have decided that they are pulling back.
Yeah.
They're not going to be on their shows and all of that. I'm just talking about the whole
perception.
That's the word. That some media houses are associated with, certain political. Sometimes Joy News is associated.
You get tagged a lot.
Yeah.
Today you are here, tomorrow
you are here.
The Joy won't be confusing because today they're MPP, they're NDC, tomorrow they're MPP. It's so confusing.
And I can tell you for a fact, what the approach we use here is that we hold the heat, we bring the heat to the seat of accountability. Whoever is in the seat,
that is how it's supposed to be. Yeah,
great. So now you are in the new media space, and everybody, you are one of the voices people are listening to. You are one of the people that, if somebody wants to know what's happening, you are a credible media source. I can give that to you. You know? But if now it's coming off as Kwadwo is NPP. Some people don't see it as Kwadwo as a brand as NPP or KSS as NPP. How do you manage the two? Because in as much as Evans Mensah, who is one of our top political guys here, may have whatever party he belongs, he has to sit for the neutral interest.
Sit in a neutral position.
He's an arbiter.
Well, neutrality is a myth.
Okay. Okay, say that again.
Political neutrality is a myth. Everyone is aligned.
True.
Every single individual is aligned.
I buy that.
They might not project it on screen, but every single individual is aligned to a certain ideology that they believe in, that they premise their argument and conversations on. I have always believed in that, and that is why from the onset, I made, now I started support MPP. It's been a long time, like back in high school or wherever, we started to follow the party no be now. And it's not going to change. But you see, I'm in a position where when Adudi was in power, I can put 200 videos. There was war. To some point that I was like, Charlie, cool down. But I have criticized, but I criticized Bawumia. The next week I was called to interview him. And I did. I do not care. And I'll say my peace of mind. So I will let you know where I belong so that you don't bundle me up with the neutral people. I can never be neutral. I have an interest. As a matter of fact, I aspire to, in the nearest future or in the, wherever, in the future.
Run for president.
Not be president, but there is a path that I would like to be on. That is my interest. My platform, I have never gatekept my platform from any political party. Every political party in this space, you have the right to come to my platform and I'll openly welcome you and sit with you. And whatever you have to project to the people, I'll give you the platform. That is how open I am. Sometimes my personal biases, they blind some of the things I put out there. But there is nowhere if you go stand and tell me, say, Kwadwo Sheldon has been biased, like openly or overly biased anywhere in it. Bro, me say when Akufo-Addo was in power, do you know how we hold in neck? It was back to back. For someone, if you claim I'm in their pocket, why would I openly criticize? And it was like the sharp criticism, like where we were calling people incompetent for not doing their job. On the day of elections, it was fire. When my leader went to share the food, 247 on their neck. That one, it was me speaking truth to power. Yeah. But there is a new political party in power, a new sheriff in town. We criticize and you go like, oh, you are doing your paymaster's bid and blah, blah, blah. You see, whatever you do in this country, people will talk. I will not be, I will not be boxed into submission. No, I will do whatever I'm supposed to do. And nobody in this country, once you have gone through the electoral process for citizens to vote for you, you are not above reproach. You are not above criticisms. Where we are supposed to criticize, we will criticize. Where we are supposed to actually commend, there are things that these politicians do and we sit on our platform and we commend and I go like, we also here commending. But because we are used to mediocrity, there are some things that they expose us to, like the street light. Yeah. There was a whole minister on Twitter doing Noko Air, Noko Nice, Noko Light. As a minister, you provide street light and you are basking in the glory of what? The delivering of street light. No. That is pittance to me, you understand? But we will not stop talking. Me, Mumdi, I will not stop talking. If I were in anyone's pocket, I will keep quiet. I have never kept quiet, and I will not keep quiet. I have never kept quiet. You can go to my platform and assert that for yourself. Research on it. I've never kept quiet. I say I'm MPP. I criticize them. This party has come. I am in a position where people send me things. When I was coming, some guy has sent me some long NSS thing. If I post this thing on the platform that this guy sent me something that a message about him not being paid by the NSS people, they will say I'm making the government unpopular. How am I making the government unpopular when I'm amplifying what? The cries of the people. Do you know why they come to me? Because I'm the voice. I have a platform. I speak and people listen. I reach about 10 million people each and every month. That is why they come to me. And you see, I always thank God that YouTube, the new media space, it does not belong to a Ghanaian. Okay, by now we'll be unemployed. But you see, the God that we serve, they wear flip-flop. So he empowered the white man to create a platform where the actual democracy is practiced. What we practice in this country is democracy. Because once you go dissent, they see you as an outcast. Hey, and now you are. No. When people go dissent in a democratic dispensation, that is the point. That is the basic tenets of democracy. But then here, they are quick to tag you. They are quick to bastardize what you do. They are quick to, people actually want to see you fail. They want to destroy what you have built just because you have a different idea. You support party A or party B. They want to destroy it. Like, when my party comes to power, I will frustrate you, what you do, and I will destroy what you have built because you didn't vote for my candidate. How can we practice such nonsensical things in this country? And me, I've always said it. Unless you kill me, unless you kill God, I will never be quiet. I was not born to be like that, and I was not raised up. No. If I was like that, I wouldn't be here. I say whatever is on my mind and I move. You disagree with me, good, no problem. Whatever you do, I'll say it. And I just kumi. So we're not going to spare anybody, you understand? And nobody is above reproach. Nobody is above criticism. That is what I do. So I believe neutrality is a myth. Okay. You can argue otherwise, but I have made the conscious effort to set my face out there that, yes, this is me. So that the next time you go and see me say something, they say, you're neutral. Confirm you're neutral. So they have given them push. People were in opposition screaming neutrality. They have been appointed into position of power. Is that what neutrality is about? Or right now you want to serve your country? They argue on the premise that right now they have appointed me to go and serve. I can't say no to the president. No, you were aligned. You are just a coward to declare it, bro. Or you are afraid that if you come out openly, it will affect something. Fine. Be in that space. Maybe Kwadwo Sheldon idea. Now, sponsorship of free brand. Or the brand believe in the potency. See, they believe in the potency of what I have built to the point that, which brand in this country have I not worked before? It is beyond political parties. I deliver results to the brands. When you bring your product to my platform, I'm giving you results.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about this. Some people make the argument that Ghana is unlike the US. US, you can freely say you're a Democrat.
I always say it. You see Steph Curry declare his support for Kamala.
Yeah.
The next day he's balling. Nobody is canceling him. Nobody is canceling tickets. They see the form democracy we practice here. It is crazy, bro. I've seen people, content creators, Aden Ross.
Yeah.
Trump appeared on his stream.
Yeah.
Kamala was supposed to come on Kai Senat's, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
These people openly use musicians. You see them openly declaring. After the elections, they move past that and they are doing their work. Nobody is embittered. Nobody is trying to destroy anybody's company or anybody's talent or nobody is trying to cancel anybody because they supported party A or B. Then you come to the Umofia.
And I like the fact that you even know that that's what is the problem. Bro. I get that. But, some people argue, forgive me if it looks like I'm playing the devil's advocate.
You can play the angel's advocate. I came here to talk, so I'll talk.
Solid. Some people feel that the ecosystem is different. Mm-hmm. That somebody, Aden Ross, can show his colors.
Yeah.
He'll still survive. Piers Morgan can say, hey, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican.
Yeah.
They will still survive. But here, people feel that we don't have that system already built yet for you to come and show your face. And for me, the concern is that, we understand that if it is Kwadwo has proven that he's neutral, he's for the MPP, he doesn't care, whoever is in the seat of accountability, he will bring the heat. But your media house, that is my concern, is that with the fact that you now have a media house, and the media is the fourth arm of government, where what's basically holding the heat of government to accountability and speaking the mind of the people. Mm-hmm. But in our ecosystem, as you said, we are not like the US. Somebody wants to pick a neutral mind on what is happening. Mm-hmm. But as you know, Ghana will continue more be cry and we are aligned. So I am just wondering, isn't that a risky move for your corporation?
You see, you can declare for example, I don't want to. There is this particular media company where they have openly declared they are for the MPP.
Okay.
And anything, it has to be in the favor of MPP, right?
Okay.
You don't see that on my platform. You see, it is how you play the game, you understand? And me, I am not going to hide my affiliation just to please your whims and caprices. It is not going to work with me. But at the end of the day, when it comes to holding people accountable, bro, do you know the number of times we have used our platform to move to the seat of government? How do you think they brought the Facebook monetization? I was on BBC. Calling the Akufo-Addo government out. At that time, they had introduced creator tax or something, and they were overly taxing creators. I was interviewed and I called them out that, no, you see, you can engage platform stakeholders and let them come and open monetization for everyone. When you open it like that, you can tax. But when you're not doing anything for creators and you go about taxing, it's like you are taking a lot from us and giving us nothing. I was specific and I was straight to the point and I was dragging him on that platform. You know the calls I received. Cool, but I said whatever I'm supposed to say. I think a month or 2 weeks later, they opened the monetization. You not go to sit anywhere and talk like we know they do anything. We've done it. We have achieved results. And I have opened my platform to everyone. That is me just speaking. I can't speak for others. Yeah. This is how I operate. I am open to every person that wants to come to my platform, irrespective of your party colors. There are national topics that I have commented on devoid of biases, personal biases. Yeah. I speak, if it's Galamsey, it's Galamsey. Yeah. There's nothing like MPP or NDC. We don't view Galamsey through political lens. Yeah. We view it through the national lens. That is what I have done. I can pull about 60 videos on my platform. Bro, sometimes my voice, they lose them. Yeah. So for me, that is how I operate. But I don't want anyone to tag me as a neutral. I cannot and I will never be a neutral because I have ambition. I have an interest in a certain ideologies, in a certain political parties. You cannot, no. I am not dancing to your tune. I dance to what makes the audience, like the audience that I have built, it makes them happy. It makes them consummate of the content that I am creating. So I am MPP, but go there are some people, Kwadwo Sheldon, when you were quiet, I was never quiet. And this is not the time for me to be quiet. The only way you can silence me is, hey, be an for Bechimi and ask Bisa. And there's no way around this thing for you. We are on your neck. But when you do good things, imagine some sorry now. Galamsey water, no, it turn like this. You think I'll come and sit on my platform and bash someone? If the water did like this. But if it's not like this and we say it and you are trying to politicize this and things, there are some things that I say on my platform. I don't use the company's speech to do politics. Yeah. If you see Kwadwo Sheldon tweet that I'm more on fire for Baumia or something, it's my personal platform. You don't see Kwadwo Sheldon Studios account doing it. Separate, draw the dichotomy, bro. There is a distinction, bro. You see, people don't want to learn, but we force them to learn. So a form kind of behavior. You see, someone wants to see you fail because you don't support party. Yeah. Are they? Because of what? Now, the politicians that you are fighting for, do you think they really, really be like that? They are friends. Yeah. They marry within their families.
Sure.
But you, the foot soldier, the party apparatchik, the bottom barrel, the one...
Ooh, at the end of the food chain.
Bro, cool down. Let everybody do whatever they want to do. If you feel like I am biased, because today, the things that I was criticized when MPP were in power, today when I say it, they say I'm making a government unpopular. How can you be this hypocritical? It's Galamsey gone. So if I talk about it, you say what? And this one came 8 years. This one is 2 months. We should give him time. And so on, the water waits for no man.
Yeah. Now, Kwadwo, I understand. And of course, I mean, just so you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I don't know what Kwadwo is talking about.
I have my conviction.
Yeah, I get it.
It is personal conviction.
You
can separate that. Imagine seeing like a dope-ass content like Face Off in your newsfeed and you say you are not going to watch it because Kwadwo Sheldon supports MPP. That would be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Enjoy the content. Separate the talent from personal opinions.
I get it. I get it. I get it. And I was making the point that I have consumed Kwadwo's content for some time now, for a very long time now. And of course, not because he's saying it, but I can even put a lot of, you see cutaways where he's bashing whoever is in the seat.
Hey.
And so I sometimes, sometimes I read the comments and I'm like, Charlie, how
A
come
guy
people
came
be,
to me. I sat in the car with a guy and was like, "Are you MPP?" I said, "Yes." I said, "How?" So I said, "Do they power?" Then they moved to him like that. Then what did they mean? I said, "Oh, it's my job, bro."
Yeah.
I said, I dragged Baumia on one episode of Yawa of it. The next day, I was called to interview him at Mancha. Now go sit there, ask them the question. You say you create 2 million jobs. Where the jobs day? Face to face, eyeball to eyeball. I asked him that question. You think I'm afraid of someone? Oh,
I get it. Great.
Now, I'm a question. Maybe I said, Baumia, what did you chop? I asked him the question, Baum, you say you have created 2 million jobs. Where are the jobs? However you choose to answer and be in problem, I have done my job. It is not my fault that people listen to me. And I will continue speaking my mind.
Yeah.
But I'm MPP though.
Oh, no pressure. I like that.
2028, we are back, bro.
Solid. I just like it when my guests are very honest with, because just so you know, our podcast is not a podcast for controversy. We are here, it's a pragmatic conversation.
What I'm saying here is the fact.
It's pragmatic. So
that's what we need. If you know I'm MPP, then wait. If like it comes, you see the color sentence.
Yeah.
Normal, bro. There's nothing going to change. Yeah. Person. By the end of the day, I'm doing whatever I'm supposed to do. And if come on, bro.
And of course, on the other side, I'm also sometimes concerned. There's sort of this what we call the American story, which has almost now become the African story, where we like to celebrate people when they are building to get to the top. We're celebrating them. They get to the top. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, we cannot make you.
Yeah.
It's almost like, who did you, if not for us, if we weren't watching your videos, would you probably be here? Yeah. And so sometimes, as I mentioned, you're somebody I look up to. I learn a lot from you. Yeah. Sometimes I'm concerned about the fact that as you've also declared where you stand, it increases the cancel culture in the sense that we made you, and I've heard you on
make another one. If you made Kwadwo Sheldon, make another one and let's see. You didn't make me. God made me. I've said it on Reagan's podcast before, and I'm reiterating it here. I was made by God. I was inspired by God. I am a handiwork of God. I'm a product of God's grace. And when God's grace is upon you, bro, go and read David's story, bro. You know the things I have faced. There are some times that even my parents go like, Charlie, this guy is not going to survive this. And I pulled through. You cannot what? You cannot unmake what you didn't make. I woke up and I identified a problem of content consumption deficit. And I dedicated resources to creating the content. It wasn't just lack. I went through the processes of creating content, quality content. So I invested in human resources, equipment, everything, and I created the content and I put it out there. So for my side of the bargain, I've done it, is to create the content, appealing, engaging content. The other side of the bargain is for you to come and consume. How did you make me? I created the content, you supported me. You didn't make me.
Yeah.
Because if you came to my platform and there was no content there, would you still stick to me?
No.
You are sticking with me because there is a value props in what I create. And that is why you have me on post notification.
Yeah.
You see, when you empower people to feel like they have the power to make you, you give them so much power. God did this thing. God made wherever we are.
But do you get death threats? And I was speaking to Evans. Evans was on the pod. Yeah. He was telling me about how after he declared one election result, people came after. Sometimes that even.
I get it, but I overlook it. Not a finger has been raised on me in this career trajectory. Not a single finger.
Oftentimes, people make very loud.
People have threatened to pour acid on me. People have threatened to beat me. People have threatened to when they come to you and they don't. You see, me, I am an open book. There is anything that you want. You are obviously going to talk about my head. That is just that. Nobody knows my family. You don't know anything. I have gates keep my family from the toxic ways of the social media people. And so sometimes they don't get anything. But I've received threats and I just move past that because at the end of the day, you be one kill last year. Wow. What you go if you do me? There's nothing. There's some guy threatening me on Facebook that he was going to pour acid on me. And I went to the guy's profile picture and he was in Norway. How they can't pour acid on me from Norway? You hire a mercenary or something. It doesn't work like that. We are protected by God. we are guided by God. We are strengthened by God.
Wow.
And there's nothing anybody me say.
Other times that grandma is quite concerned.
My old girl is always worried, like, yeah, could you, especially me, the Shatawale one at yeah. So I respect her a lot. So I don't want to subject her to that kind of emotional roller coaster, right? So I tell her, okay. So that's why I've restrained myself from doing anything. And also I did grow. I'm 30 years, so I for start family and things. No be now all these back and forth team go for your social media, my HM.
Wow.
And so right now I for act as like an adult, a responsible person.
Yeah. You're one of the people that people are always dragging, hating, taking your stuff out of context.
Yeah.
One guy who you don't know was my classmate.
Who that?
Bongo Ideas.
Oh.
Went to the same.
Look at what you are doing and look at what he's doing, bro. When he started the blogging stuff, I think I was at OMG or something. You see, he had the potential. He once came to me that he wanted a job. You can't insult me on the tier and come and beg me in the DM that you want me to give you a job. So I declined. And that has been his modus operandi, like just attacking people, spewing lies, unsubstantiated lies all the other time. I've always said that if you're a graduate and you pick your news from him, you need to go for your school fees. Because look, he's been sued. Every day he's being sued and things. I weep for him. I pity him. I feel like he has the potential. He's a good writer. He writes so good. But then that's the thing. I don't know what is happening in his head, but I pray for him.
I like that. Yeah. I like that because I mean, Nat is how we used to call him, Nat Bongo. That's actually how the name came. Intelligence guy. And I mean, I'm only mentioning this because we've had a conversation before about this, you know. And sometimes it's not pleasant. You wake up and your classmate is in the news for the
wrong reason. Yeah, it's not cool.
And we've spoken about it sometimes. And for me, I think about the people on the other end. In as much as one of the things I've grown to learn is there are consequences in life.
True, I have faced it, and that is why I try as much as possible to guide the people that are getting inspiration from me, not to use that part because. As I said, when I started, I was reckless. I have always made this known to people. Like, I have personally attacked people. I have assassinated people's character on my path to where I am today. These are things I had to unlearn and sit down and try to understand that, bro, no be everything where you for because you want views, you want numbers, you for do. There are stuff. You know the number of people saying information, incriminating information about people. Charlie, no, not on my platform. Even there are some people, there are stories that we do with blur faces. I do not want to be in that space with anyone. There are people who are bold to show faces. I will blur everything. Case, you will not see a kid on my platform where in face no be blurred. If I'm doing a story about a kid, I blur their faces. I know consequences. I have experienced consequences and I know what it comes with. So I try as much as possible. And you see, that is the beauty of the game. When you are willing to learn and unlearn some things. There are some things that I would say in those days that today, even when I see a video of me saying that, I say, what? You understand? Learn to unlearn some things. Evolve. Fine-tune. Like, you need to finesse the thing. Bro, you can't be the... Bro, come on. So, media, that is the part that I am on. Sometimes I get swayed out of character. And as you can see, there are sometimes that I let my emotions drive me to some things that I'm not supposed to do and things, but I am learning on the job and I'm proud of myself. Like there are some things that Charlie, I jam my highway right now. Yeah, I'm not moved by some of these things. So. Wow,
I'm so happy. We're ending the serious conversation and getting into lighter questions and all of that. The last serious thing I want us to talk about is the fact that almost every great guy who is on a path of building something great sort of has to have a certain sexual discipline. And
I always thank God though. Never had any issue of bro. You never hear any. If you hear a story, Kwadwo Sheldon and somebody they fight. You never hear a story. Kwadwo Sheldon has swindled someone. Kwadwo Sheldon is in amorous relationship with.
Is it intentional to keep that discipline?
It's intentional, bro. It's intentional. If you come in the news, if it is in the news that I am fighting, that's fine. Me pentokwa. But say. Oh, this is the
some girl.
Bro. Who send me DM, me, I'll go block you. I don't look. No. It is my job.
And shockingly, a lot of people think it's weird, but almost everybody, Oreko Ampofo, said the same thing that Nana, where we've reached one little
mistake, you go send a hide and somebody go misconstrue and then think say you chase him and so. I mean, the only thing I chase be chased there. No, just singlets like shamming. I don't do that. So the sexual discipline there is very, very important. And either you go find one person that stick to him or I don't know. But me, mum, dear, he no be my portion.
I think I also wanted to advise because I mean I am also growing in the space and there are some people that you look up to.
It comes with the job.
You hear the stories.
Yeah, it comes with the job because it's like everyone is throwing themselves at you, right? And it's like you are kind of vulnerable. So you succumb to like some of these things. But Charlie, zip it. See, Shawa Konoso. A lot of great men, I've seen them fall because of some of these things, because of sexual indiscipline. So media, do whatever you are supposed to do, but make sure when it comes to that part there, bro, no go slack. No go slack, bro. As a matter of fact, like, protect yourself. Stay safe. Just, steer clear of that part. It's not something. I always thank God that since I started this thing, no girl go fi can't stand anywhere going on. I mean, oh boy, and trunk now. I don't even know you. Also, I'm afraid to talk to girls, so it helps me. Yeah. If I see a girl, I go start to shake. So it's true. I be fear. It helps me. It helps me.
Charlie, I'm so excited. We finished the serious bits. I've learned a lot. I promise. If you just watch this podcast with the mindset of you are coming to listen for controversy, you just wasted your time.
The controversy is in a certain MPP. Of course.
But I mean, we are as an open-minded conversation.
Yeah.
I trust that you guys are very smart to go on this journey with us. All
right, cool.
Nana, I'm just going to run you through a few questions. You're a very sharp, intelligent guy. So
I don't know about that.
Oh, Nana, you're humble, Papa. I want very fast answers.
Okay.
I've heard people say every blessing comes with a curse. What's the curse of being famous or being Kwadwo Sheldon?
I know if they wear my sneakers twice in pictures. Like if I wear this sneaker for no wear them again because somebody who can't talk about. I don't listen to them. It comes with the job. People are trying to criticize what you wear. You are supposed to change your wardrobe and things. Yeah, it's stressful because me needs can be bracer. So if you see me wear this thing, at least the next video if I wear it, keep quiet. Kasabi bracer, all my pressure no. So that's one thing do I vex me, but I guess I'm navigating, so it's fine.
Sharp. Now you're a news reporter. What's the most shocking news story you've had to like in Ghana that you've had like ampa? Like how that you've covered or you've reported on?
Shocking.
Yeah. One that even during the editorial I was like, how is this even possible?
Wait. We do a lot of this is where we shine. Wait. I think when the vice president went to commission the
E-Gates.
the KVI. Okay. Yeah. When Bawizi went to, it was beneath him. Like I was like, nah, this should be the assemblyman's job. But I guess he was around and they said,
passed by.
Yeah, I was like, nah, that's not my man.
Oh.
But it's good. KVIP is good for the people.
Good. Yeah. Charlie, what are you proud the most about Ghana?
The freedom. I've been to other countries and trust me, the freedom here is mind-busting. Not the freedom to misbehave, but like, Charlie, we be accommodating. We are kind to each other. I was raised in a community that prepares where I go to somebody in house go eat. Like if my grandmother no give me, I go to go my Time's house to eat and things. Like the community form of raising people and things. I love it about Ghanaians. Yeah.
What wrecks you the most about Ghana? What makes you extremely sad about Ghana?
The state of the country and the fact that we play politics with everything. We have all contributed to that discourse. I'm not immuning myself from inside, but we seem to be political with serious national issues. And that is a path that we wouldn't want to be on because once politics is leading the conversation, people are blinded. It's for their parochial interests and whatnot. But I feel like we should learn to talk about things devoid of political inclinations. It will help. Yeah.
Quick one. When you say this episode, what cabro focus I can say?
I read a lot.
I'm going to rough.
Yeah, I like reading. I want to flex my vocabs on people and things. It's cool.
Sorry, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's very good. What's the biggest misconception people have about you?
That I am rude. That I'm arrogant. See, just like the former president's height, I'm down to earth. That is a bar, bro.
Yeah. Now, I promise. So,
just like Akufo-Addo's height, I'm down to earth. Hey, shout out to Adu though. Adu is my guy. I go for call him right now.
Solid guy.
National security will pick me up soon. But yes, people, you have to get close to me to experience the Kwadwo Sheldon.
Yeah.
But on social media, I need to toughen up. I need to put out that kind of vibe because it is kill or be killed.
Yeah.
But when you get close to my circle, and I have gatekeep, bro, 1,000 years cry, me. And when people see what they see on social media, they form opinions, which is fine. I don't like stress. I'm always in my corner. Unless you're inviting me to a podcast like this, you don't see me anywhere. You don't see me drinking or smoking. No, me baby, I'm dreaming. And I respect people. Like, if you respect me, I respect you. But sometimes the game is the game. Yeah. It's a misconception.
I get it.
But it's okay because I talk a lot. So, yeah Ghanaians want you to be, Brandon Huas and Papa was sick muna. I could talk if you broke man. And he was driving Mercedes Benz. And I was here free Benz in Muna. I could roadside. We are so, bro. How is that to define as a
humility?
How can you call that humility? Because somebody that eats go broke man.
Charlie.
Do you know what the person has done?
At the bar.
Then go find for you people, son.
Great. Charlie, one mistake that sometimes still gets to you. I mean, we've all made very horrible stuff.
The mistake when the president declared in the country that he was going to give them free water, Akufo-Addo, and I sat in a basin under a tap, and I opened the tap on me. That video, it haunts me every day.
What about it? I don't get it.
So the president, you see, free water, right?
Yeah, I remember,
As someone where I be thought leader, I be influencer.
Why for waste the water?
I for no, bro. And that is one thing. You see, on the come up, you do a lot of things to attract the eyeballs. Yeah. Then you sit back and you analyze and you go like, hey, how can I be this reckless? That is one thing that I would like to erase about my life. Whatever I have done in this life, it was a lesson for me that I have learned from it. But with that particular video, it is, embedded in the annals of the internet, and I don't think the internet forgets.
It never does.
So I'm okay. Anywhere you see me commenting on national issues, refer me to that video. Be you that. This you, I accept it. Now me, I do no problem. But I regret it.
All right, I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into a content creator or a CEO or, a social commentator on, all the wonderful things you do, what would you probably be?
I'll be dead. Yeah, I will be. I wouldn't know. I will be.
Charlie.
We thank God for new media. I don't see myself doing any other thing apart from new media. New media saved me from the claws of unemployment. So, and you see, when I was coming up, you come up from the environment I was raised in. You are not allowed to dream, right? When they raise you in an environment, like let's say nurses' quarters, doctors' bungalows, the kids, you grow up seeing people, role models.
Yeah.
So you are inspired. You are allowed to dream to become a nurse or to becoming a nurse or a doctor. I was raised in a small town where you go to school and you come back home and you sleep. The system does not enable you to dream or think. Bro, yet we in school, either you go 10 this or you go 10 that. You understand? But so, if I hadn't discovered this path that I am on, I wouldn't know what I would have become. But we thank God for grace. I always tell people that the thing they see, it be God in handiwork.
Quick one, why are you, every time you talk about God,
Because I was raised in a home where everyone believed in God. And I've seen what God... Do you think all these things that we've been able to achieve is as a result of our might or our knowledge or our anything? Nah, bro. God in handiwork. God is operating. God is pulling the strings. I believe in the potency of the power of God. in transforming people's life. Because where I come from, if anyone had told me that I would be sitting here having this conversation, I'll be on BBC, I would tour the world, I would enter spaces and people would like accord me with respect, I would have said, like, no more red. But look at us now, you understand? And don't you think that is like God working? Can't you see? Can't you feel it?
Feel it.
Exactly. So me, I attribute my success to God.
Wow.
Everything, bro. Nobody did anything for me. God did.
Man, can you share one funny story or embarrassing moment in this whole journey path?
Story.
You remember and it's like, hey, this is
embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
When the MPP lost the election, I was embarrassed.
Charlie.
I wanted them to win. And so
did you think they were going to win?
Honestly, yes.
You're serious?
Yes.
They're going to break the 8?
Yes, I was of
Charlie, are you serious?
I was of the assertion that the MPP had done enough to break the 8. I mean, I'm delusional sometimes.
Man, bro. I mean, you commented on the issues. There were a lot of demonstrations, galamsey, dialysis.
But it was Bawumia coming, don't worry.
Okay.
He was coming to change the system. Listen, the Bawumia dream is still alive and we'll keep pushing it. But at that moment, I felt a bit embarrassed about the whole situation. But I guess it's political, this thing. One win, one go win, one go lose. So we move.
It's a game.
I don't invest in it, but that thing got to me like, how can you lose Bawumia? Don't do that to me again, bro.
Wow.
The next one, you have to win. For me.
Man,
I love MPP to the core. Like, people have no idea. It's personal. So when people feel like they can actually bully me to switch, Charlie.
No pressure.
Yeah, bro.
I just want to say thank you so much for, I count myself extremely blessed and grateful to have people who have walked the walk.
Yeah.
You know, and they didn't just talk it. I mean, they didn't just sit in ideas and just say, I won't do this, I won't cook. But all the evidence and everything has proven that you are a thought leader. And sometimes I just keep having the same vibe and feeling that just like how MrBeast can get a very big $100 million to produce something.
Crazy, bro.
I think in our space, if it's likely to happen, it's probably KSST.
We are looking at it, bro.
You know?
So right now, that's why we're trying to position ourselves in like a situation where, for here, investors, I don't think they believe in our dream. And I think we need to start looking outside the country. So we're working on a lot of things. I have a dream, bro.
No.
I want to, Charlie. Sometimes me dream, me damn me know. It's me dream, I'm also into that bay. Me show MrBeast. Hey, MrBeast go fee just comfortably dash some $100,000.
Yeah.
What the mommy and me major YouTube.
Charlie.
So you see, like,
Ego sauce. You already ego sauce.
We'll be fine.
Charlie.
We'll be fine.
Kojo, I'm grateful. Like, I promise, I'm not going to sit here and rub shoulders or pretend to be at par. Like, I really recognize, and as I mentioned, success is simple. Somebody do them. Just be humble. Acknowledge them.
If it be easy, do them.
If you the bar boys there and they talk, say, oh, Kojo, he just bump into Charlie.
People actually believe politicians invested in whatever we are. Oh my God.
I just want to say thank you.
Anyway, thank you too, bro. Grateful. This was like one of my favorites. Like, more times when people invite me for interviews or to interviews, the questions are kind of redundant, right? Or it's
repetitive.
Yeah, you hear it on several platforms. Yeah. Then people step in with angles. Like, although these are like similar questions that you hear on different platforms, this has like a human feel or touch to it. So like you are allowed to be vulnerable and just talk. So I like things like this. That's why I was on Reagan's podcast. Like, Charlie, I interview generic ones in the interview. So where do you come from? This man, Charlie. Sometimes before have that kind of vibe conversation, like laid back. Charlie, it doesn't cost to be vulnerable. And my boys, Charlie, make a throw this thing out there.
Charlie, fire for the boys.
So how we move, we are not moving anywhere. If you go through where you want to be vulnerable and open up to people, talk to people. We don't take mental health and all these things seriously. Like sometimes boys, they go through Charlie, we move. Now boys in the street, no more, it boils up and like, they resort to drugs and this and that. Nah, I would encourage people to talk to people, bro.
Wow.
Talk to your friends, your mom. Like, bro, open up. Sometimes if I cry, let it out. We were raised in a space where it's like the man is supposed to be that kind of person that is not supposed to be vulnerable. Yeah. No. If you want to cry. So that Bermans, what do you mean by Bermans? Not zip a family house with Bermans. Yeah, no, sometimes cry, like be vulnerable, talk to people. It doesn't diminish your masculinity. You understand? The boys challenge them for straight. Would be to me debate near wow. Not Twitty gospel lyrics. Charlie, talk to people. That's why they go through. Like, Charlie, talk to people. I'll always tell boys, I will never give birth to a boy and tell the boy that be this tough guy. Wow. Like, no. There's nothing in it, bro. Sometimes I sit and I cry.
Wow.
Yeah. You for cry. Sometimes if things you go fit chase some deal something go. It's me feeling. I they cry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me too, I they cry.
J. Cole once said, and I am not too proud to say it, but then I cry sometimes. Wow. And that's fine. That's how I pour out.
Nah, could you be grateful? Like, I promise. I never thought, I know you bring energy on the conversation, but I didn't think it was going to be this fun. I've really learned a lot. And I think you really emboldened me to do some things that I've been like, should I put this out? As you said, there are some content that you must still stand on business. You know?
Bro, stand on business.
They will
retreat.
Yeah.
Sometimes they want to test you to see whether you are about that life or not.
Yeah.
Bro, we can go band for band. What the lawyers buy me a lawyer and this one. They called me to Bloomberg, so I operate on basketball court and so. But then sometimes just by you. I didn't wait until all the law, by I'll see you, young cohort. Once you, okay.
I'm grateful. Charlie, what's the name of the podcast?
Talk no the cook rice.
Charlie.
Actually, not the cook rice. Rice cookers, the cook rice. Yeah, but that is a nice name though.
Yeah, thanks.
Talk no the cook rice. That's a cool name for a podcast.
Thanks, Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie, we just want to say thank you for making the time to be on this podcast.
Shout out to your team.
Yeah, Charlie.
2 hours.
Millicent, Daniel, David, and
more times people know they give shout outs to this my squad like Fish. He's always on his toes.
Yeah.
So like the people behind the cameras, bro, I always try to everybody fulfill. They are the ones. They are the magicians. We are just entertainers, and sometimes we are just talking. But these people are shooting, editing, color grading, sound and things. Without my team, I'm nothing. So big shout outs to all the people in the background that don't get highlighted. Charlie, keep cooking.
Nah, because I'm happy. Millicent, once again, Danny,
today is Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. In fact, Charlie, they had to still put through.
Bro,
and
big shout outs to
and I just want to say thank you for coming on such a very late notice.
Yeah, like, I'm traveling.
Very tight, but Charlie, you pull for me. And guys, thank you for consuming this content.
Also, you know Margaret, that's why I came.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, so it'll be through Regan or Kwadwo?
No, Margaret was the one stepping on my neck.
Charlie.
National Service go
Margaret Teddy, we're grateful. Guys, consume this podcast, subscribe and share, like, and give us a review and let's see what we know. Charlie, feel free. You can, do whatever.
That's your part, your favorite part of the video.